My name is Samira. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's sewing tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys step-by-step guide I use in cutting this backless halter neck basket bustier gown with gathers. To achieve this style, you need 2 yards of crepe design fabric or any beautiful fabric of your choice. Please subscribe to my channel, share this tutorial with your family members and friends. You can also turn notification bell to get to see my next sewing tutorial. So I want you to comment. You can drop it in the comment section if you found something new on this video. Please keep on watching and let's get started now with our tutorial for the day. Here is my crepe design fabric, 2 yards of it that I'll be using for today's tutorial. So guys, I want you to keep on watching this particular tutorial so that you can see what we are going to do next and you'll be able to cut and sew it after watching this particular tutorial. So I've cut out my front part that I'll be using for my bustier. So I'll be measuring my length. Before then, I'm going to remove 6 inches from my tape. Then I'm going to mark 18 inches for the length. So I'm going to do that on both sides. So I folded my fabric by 11.5 inches. So after that, I'll be marking 3.5 inches for my middle point. So that's my middle point and I'm marking 3.5 inches. So I'll go ahead now to draw a straight line to connect my middle point. So after that, I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple by 10 inches. So, and I'm going to measure my underbust by 13 inches. Then I'm going to draw a line now. So that's for my underbust. So I will go by 1 inch and at the middle side I'm going to also mark ½ inch and then I'll connect it to my breast point. Okay. So that's the connection. At this point on my underbust, I'm going to mark 1 inch and also mark 1 inch at the other side. So after that, I'm going to connect it down. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect it down. So I'm still using my ruler to connect it down. Okay, so guys, you can give this video a thumbs up so that others can also see it. Also, you can share it with your loved ones, ask them to watch this particular tutorial again. And if you have any suggestions, you can drop it in the comment section below. So after that, I'll be measuring my bust by 35 inches to mark it, to make it firm. Then I'm going to add 1½ inch that I'm going to cut out later before adding my sewing allowance by 1 inch. So on my underbust, I'm going to go ahead and mark 27 inches and also add 1½ inch, then also add 2.5 inches for my allowance. Okay, so I'm going to also measure my length and it's by 18 inches. So that's what I'm measuring now. So I hope you are enjoying this tutorial and you can see the measurement that we are taking and how it's forming now. So I'll go ahead now to cut. I hope you are enjoying this tutorial, guys. So like I said, you can share it with your friends. Please ask them to also watch this video that we are making now, and you can give it a thumbs up so that others can also see it and watch. And don't forget to please subscribe to my channel. You can also turn notification bell to get to see my next sewing tutorial. So this style that we are making is a unique style. It's very simple. You can see the fabric that we are using, very beautiful. So when cutting your own, so try to use a beautiful fabric like this, even more than this, so that your own style can come out beautiful. So I'm cutting the front piece now, don't forget that. So I'll go ahead now, so let me arrange it so I can see what I'll do next. I'm going to notch my under bust now, so to indicate it when sewing it. So I also do the same thing. Don't forget that we are still cutting the front part of our bustier, so I'm going to just trim out the excess at the edge of my fabric, so you can see the style that we are making is forming out. So after this part, the next step is for us to cut the back part of our bustier. So this is my back part of my bustier. I will just go ahead now to lay the front part on it and add my zipper side by 1 inch. So I'll just cut out the 1.5 inch that we added before. So I'll also trim the excess now, and I'm going to also try to trim it well. So this is the back piece now that we are cutting, so I'm trying to trim the excess that we have. So that's the zipper that I'm opening, so I'll also notch the other side of it. I've stitched my front part and my back part together, so I'll go ahead now to place the back part of it. So I'm going to cut my neckline now. Okay, so I'll be measuring my neckline by 4 inches. So that's what I'm showing. So I'm measuring 4 inches for my neckline. So after that, I'll be marking 1.5 inch for my armhole line. So now I'll give a small curve for that. Okay, so I'm trying to check my measurement. So I'm marking my bust by 35 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 3 inches to give my basket effect on my waistline. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So when making your own should look like this. So I'm going to use my ruler to give that sharp V shape. So I'm using my ruler to do that. So I'll cut my neckline now, and it's a straight neckline. Okay, so I'll just go ahead now to cut it out. So guys, give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it and watch, and don't forget to click the red button under my video to subscribe now, and you can share this tutorial with your friends. So let me cut out the basket waistline now. You can see the way I'm using my scissors to follow the measurement that we just took now. You can see the shape now. So I'm just trimming the excess at the side of my fabric. So when making your own should look like this. So please keep on watching. This is the piece that is going to form the halter neck. Okay, I folded it by 2 inches. Then my length is by 29 inches. So I will be stitching it, then I'm going to also iron it. So I've done that now. You can see how I've stitched it together, and I also iron it out. You can see how neat it is now. So I'll be joining my body parts together. So I will join it now. Okay, as you can see me doing the video. So I'm going to just go ahead now to mark my bust. So I will be dividing it by 2. So I'm going to measure 35 inches for my bust. Then I'm going to also do the same thing on my waistline. And don't forget, my waist is by 27 inches. So I'm dividing. Please guys, keep on watching this particular tutorial. Okay, so right now I'm going to mark 12 inches. Okay, so that's the 12 inches. You can see the way I place my tape. So I'm marking 12. That's where I will place the piece that is going to form the halter neck. Okay, you can see how unique this tie is. So just keep on watching, because you are going to learn a lot from it. After watching it, you'll be able to cut and sew your own. So I'm going to also do the same thing, 12 inches at the other side also. So that's where I'm going to place the piece that is going to form the halter neck. So I'm using my pin to pin it so that the fabric will not shift. Okay, so this is what you should do when making your own. And if you are finding it difficult to understand, please you need to watch this particular that's the piece now that we are going to attach, that is going to form the halter. And you can see the way I'm placing it. Okay, so this is how I'm going to stitch it. So after using my pin to pin it, so I'll head over to my machine to stitch it together. So first I'll use my pin to pin it so that I can stitch it together. So you can see the way I opened my fabric so to pin it, and this is how I'm going to stitch it when stitching it together. So you can see that the style is not that difficult. All you need to do is for you to watch this particular tutorial down to the end to understand it more better. To extend the length of my gown, this is my fabric for that. So at this point I'm going to measure 16 inches for the length. So I'm going to run a straight stitch on it. Okay, so that's what I'm showing you guys. This is what I have. I will be drawing the thread to make it together, as you can see me doing in the video. So when making your own should look like this. So you can see that I'm using my hand to support it to make it together well. Okay, so right now I'll be attaching it to my upper part, that is the gathers. So I will just keep on pinning it around the waistline. This is how I'm going to stitch it together when stitching it on my sewing machine. So I'll keep on pinning it around the waistline. After this section, my dress will be ready for you to see how beautiful it is. This is the final look of my dress, stylish backless halter neck basket bustier gown with gathers. I made use of 2 yards of engraved fabric with design. I hope it was helpful to you, and I believe you can make this now. But if you can't, that shows that you have tried your best. Just a little more try by watching this particular tutorial again. You'll be able to cut and sew this tie on your own. Please, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button under my video now. Like, share and comment. Say something you want to see, like styles that you want to see in this channel. You can drop it in the comment section below. Turn on notification bell to get to see my next video. I hope you noticed something new in my video, and I'm still learning the items I bought in order for me to produce high quality video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again.